Hey Facebook fam, it's your man Tracey Gilliam here. I'm just sitting here in my wall of fame in my memorabilia area of my home. And as I see here, my good friend Glenda Lewis, Channel 7 newscaster, anchor, has just been moved up. Her and Malcolm Maddox have their own new show on the WB network, formerly the WB My 20, now Channel 7's parent company, Script Howard, has purchased My 20, and now it's TV 20, and they're affiliated with Channel 7 among some of their other 17 other broadcasting houses. I'd like to congratulate her on her move up, even though she's pretty much all over the time slot. She did a beautiful job in fulfilling her mother, the legendary Diana Lewis's place as an anchor most times, and on the evening news, and they're just kind of moving around the timetable with both channels, and that's very amazing. Her mother, again, Miss Diana Lewis, was the reporter in the Rocky movie, the Rocky, I believe the first Rocky, interviewing Sylvester Stallone. And in fact, this event here, we are at the red carpet premiere of the Rocky movie with Sylvester Stallone. In fact, Sylvester was there live at the dedication of the Star Theater. That's when they just opened up the Star chain. Congratulations, Glenda. And while I'm at my wall, I see another upcoming great artist. Here, this is Charles Hart. Charles Hart is a mean bass player. He is this brother here is awesome. So you heard of a lot of the great bass solos that have taken place on a lot of great artists' albums, well, and CDs. And he's one of those bass players that you'll give him his own solo section and to do his thing. And let's just give a shout out to him. So this is us doing our thing here in the Prestige Memorabilia office. And in fact, here I got one more. Here we did the with the Death Row, with Suge Knight at that time was the CEO, and he had Tupac and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg, and I believe MC Hammer was just coming over to their label just around this time period, but probably prior to them shooting this. And here in my wall of fame with all my famous, world famous Prestige. This is some, my Prestige Hair magazine. There's Monica Morgan, great international photographer. Was the only photographer basically that featured in that shot for the Rosa Parks funeral. And speaking back of Death Row, we had an emulation of that issue with the top. This was my volume 10. Prestige. We had the leading men of the hair industry, and when we had all the legendaries, I had all the legendaries that I was pretty much working with at that time, from makeup guru Ken Kyle at the top center above my head. I'm there, dead center in the middle, and then right clockwise, Bad Boy. Beneath him, Cool C with Iceman, Big Bad D, Mr. Little, John Gooden, and right here by my thumb, Little Willie, and naturally the publisher. At that time of volume 10, I was just publisher and just getting into my executive producing role. And here, I've received from my, actually my second series of television shows, I received a plaque featured by the Outre Hair Super Hair Models television contest. This was their first national television tour that I put together, promoted. I was the founder, creator, producer, and promoter. And we just, after the season I done with Milky Way hair tour, we gave away a $10,000 cash prize winner to the winner of that tour, which was Goldie of Detroit. And I've concluded with going right into an immediate season with Outre, and they done it a lot bigger, and and just taken it to a whole nother level, and those shows are going tremendously well. I see that Glenn Jackson completely was at that time taking it over, and the other couple. We'd just like to give shouts out to them. And in fact, speaking of that issue there, right after the Milky Way contest, this was it here. This was my volume just prior to that, post that. We've doing both of those shows. That was very, very breaking in through the television network. At that time, as we mentioned, the WB network, which was owned by which is now owned by Channel 7, the Scripps Howard show. I was doing broadcasting there, and they loved my work. They used to have me do different commercial work for some of the ethnic groups that they would have, and I'm very pleased and very blessed. Thank you.